Well, hello again. Here it is. Tonight it is December the 14th, which means that yesterday was December 13th. It was a Friday. Friday the 13th. A lot of people are superstitious about it being unlucky. To be honest, I have my own superstition about it, but it's not about it being unlucky, but rather lucky. Because you see, my wife and I got engaged on a Friday the 13th. It was Friday the 13th of September in 1996. Oh, a very important day for us, obviously, and to be perfectly honest, it's worked out pretty well. So she and I celebrate every Friday the 13th, not by feeling bad, but by commemorating how lucky we are and how glad we are to be together. Which brings us to the topic for today, which is about a happy marriage. Now, there's an old joke that the secret to a happy marriage remains a secret. I don't know that that's entirely true, but I don't think it's a matter of luck. And I do think, in fact, that there is one very important ingredient to a happy marriage, and I will tell you that at the end of this video. To back up a little bit, when I was quite young, a teenager, I believe, I read a quote that said, in marriage, women exchange the attention of many men for the inattention of one. And looking around me and what I've experienced since then, I think that unfortunately that statement is all too true. But anyway, I decided at the time that if ever I found a woman who was brave enough or foolish enough or crazy enough or all of the above to marry me, she would not suffer from inattention. That I would be as good a husband as I could be and be as attentive as I can and as appreciative as I can. And to be honest, that's kind of the way it's been for my wife and me. We've really been quite happy together. And which kind of leads me to another thing. I was discussing with someone, mentioning to them that I was in a happy marriage, and they said, how could you be happy? You know, here you've had a stroke, you're disabled, your life was thrown into all this change and all this unfortunate stuff. How can you call that a happy marriage? And I thought about it for a second. I said, well, being in a happy marriage doesn't mean that nothing bad ever happens. I mean, people still get old and die, and there are misfortunes. People lose jobs. People get sick. Bad things still happen. There's no getting around that. That's just a part of life. But the question is, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get through? And when you're with someone who's really your life partner, you realize that no matter what happens, you're going to see it through. You're going to see it through. It may not be great, but there's someone who's always there on your side. When my wife and I got married, like most couples, I think, as part of our vows, the for better, for worse, sickness, health, rich or poor, and to be quite honest, when I had a stroke, guess what? We had all three of those at once. I couldn't work anymore. I felt terrible, and our income was severely hit. It was really not a good thing, but through it all, we have remained devoted to one another, and even though it's been a real challenge, and at times it has not been pretty at all, we're still happy together. I mean, she can still smile at me the way she did in our wedding photos, and after being married for over 27 years, I'm frankly astonished that she still feels that way about me. There was a time about a year or so after the stroke, we were going somewhere in the car, and of course she was driving, and I noticed there was a mosquito flying around inside the car, and I tried to swat it. I couldn't hit this silly mosquito, And I got so frustrated, and I said to my wife, when we got married, I wanted to be your knight in shining armor. I wanted to be your dragon slayer, and now I can't even swat a mosquito. And she said without hesitation, you will always be my knight in shining armor. Now, is that a great wife or what? Is that a reason to be considered to be in a happy marriage? I think it is. Oh. And I certainly hope that for those of you who are married, I hope you feel that way about each other. And for those of you who are not married, I hope that you find someone who will feel that way about you and treat you in that manner. Because nothing I've experienced in life matches that of a happy marriage. And frankly, it's not only helped me survive the past nearly 6 years now since I had the stroke, but has made it possible for me to survive at all. So, that's really about all I have to say on the subject. But I did promise you what one of the secrets to a happy marriage is. And so let me just tell you before I close: separate bathrooms. So I kid you not, I think it's been a primary ingredient and one reason why my wife and I get along so well. We live in a very small house, but it has two bathrooms. One's hers and one is mine. And that's kept a lot of peace in the household. Anyway, I hope you're doing great. Thank you for watching. Again, I solicit comments, and if you like it, give me an upvote. If you like it, really like it, share it with your friends. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which may be coming pretty soon if I can get my act together. All right, thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.